Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Toy Anxiety channel. We're talking cryptoids tonight. Tomorrow is launch day. Got some music. It's very spooky music.
Where'd this music come from?
Keep it coming. Yeah, I like
Internet.
It's I like it better than the Toy Anxiety music.
it. Yeah.
This is the new Toy Anxiety song.
Reminds me. I feel like it's Child's Play. It feels like Child's Play music. Like Chet's like.
We are trying to sell some toys. The ultimate Child's Play. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Scary.
I have a feeling a lot of the people watching probably know us, but there might be some new people as we funnel in new, fans of Cryptoids and this giant Kickstarter we're launching tomorrow. So we thank you guys for being here on a Monday night. We want this to be part of the whole Cryptoids community that we're building, which is obviously we're podcasters. We do live streams all the time, and we want to have like a direct line of communication to you guys as we start this. And if you don't know who we are, you'll get to know us, the people actually making these figures. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Craig Goldberg. Welcome to the show. Joining me as always, Abigail Gardner. What's up?
Hey, y'all. Been having a really good day, honestly. I was excited for this stream. I'm all prepared. I've got my coffee, my tea, and my water. So we'll see how long this thing goes.
3.
Yeah, 3 drinks.
That's too many drinks.
Too many drinks.
Number, dog. No, I need to stay hydrated. It's very important. Yeah.
Hydrated.
And I was at Target today in the toy section. I got myself a little something I'm going to show off tomorrow on
I was about to say, no cross-pollination.
Yeah,
no.
Tonight is all about cryptoids. But yeah, I'm feeling the toy energy. I feel good.
Nice. We'll say out of this chat in just a moment. Jacob Walsh, what's up, man?
Wait, so we still got to do Toy Anxiety tomorrow? This is I'm gonna be I'm gonna be hiding under. I'm not looking at any screens tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to
tomorrow.
Let's do it audio only.
I'm muting all of my chats with you, and I want no updates. I just want to go through the next 28 days not knowing how we're doing.
38 days.
38. All right.
28 days is the other
thing. You want to go
thing.
underground for 38 days, Jacob?
Yeah.
And
I'm getting rid of my phone.
Style challenge.
Oh, it's going to be good. Well, listen, guys, lots of people already here watching. Appreciate that. So let's kind of set the table a little bit about what tonight is going to be and what this whole Kickstarter is all about. And then maybe we'll say hi to the chat first because people are here early and you guys are all part of this community and we appreciate that. So let's go ahead and do that. Justin Mohan is here. Chris is here. Chris Bouchard, Bosch Chris. It's like Bausch Leia almost, which underrated Leia. Wait, wrong franchise. Retro Goat is here. Justin Mohan is still here. Brian Brink, is he going to make us a chart?
I hope so. Only if it's not like
a bad chart.
Good chart. Yeah,
only.
I don't.
No bad charts, Brian. Only good charts.
No Ghost Rider charts. Only what funded quick. Only
somebody at a comic book store was passing out flyers for Cryptoids, and this guy goes, "You're the Ghost Rider guy, right?" And I was like, "No." What? He goes, "Wait, Ghostbusters?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess." Sir Davey Sockrocker is here. Aberdale is here. Skylar Davis is here. McUglytron, Galactic, Photography 86, McFly Toys, Toys and Tits. Scott Hall is here. Hey, yo. Michael CF3DP is here. Toy Geekosaurus, Funko Pop Asylum, 77T John. I'm seeing some like new names here, which is really cool. Rodney Jean 09, Tony Johnson, Clark Man, Stephen Smith is here. Galactic Photography is still here. Josh Frost, who allowed me to post Cryptoids in the Mondo Collectors group. I was like, hey, if this is a problem, he's like, no, put it in there. So thank you. Larry's Geeky World and so many more. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna have some fun tonight. So first of all, we've been talking about Cryptoids a lot for the last couple of years, but I think let's kind of bring it home of what this is, where it came from. Jacob, what do you know the proper origin story of this action figure line that we are launching tomorrow on Kickstarter?
No, I don't. I remember a couple of years ago we thought it was your idea to make wrestling toys. And
how far we've come.
We had some talks about it, and we were thinking about getting into the wrestling toy business. And I think very quickly we were like, I was like, oh, I don't care about wrestling toys. And then I think we all were just like, oh, this is not like, if we're going to do something, let's do something that we're into and passionate about and can have fun and have some like creative, like doing wrestling toys is great, but it's like
not a passion for.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
So
well, it's a crowded space, and like basically what happened was, Abby, I remember there was a lot of people coming on and doing promotions for their Kickstarters on Toy Anxiety and YHS, and like I had always said, like, if we ever have an idea that's really good that we feel like we have to do, then we will figure out how to do it. And by the way, it's very hard. This is a daunting, overwhelming process. Yeah, but Abby, what are your memories of this origin story?
My memories of our fascination with cryptid creatures and that becoming an idea for our toy line. It does kind of happen in phases and in little bits and pieces, but I feel like it really crystallized when we were all on a road trip together. And I don't remember exactly what year it was. It was in the last like 4 years.
I think 2024, maybe.
Sounds right. And yeah, we had been kind of percolating and thinking about different ideas for launching our own toy line as we were inspired by other Kickstarters and other creators that are like in this space. So I remember as we were driving down from, I think, New York to Georgia. Pittsburgh, yeah. Jacob was like, we should go to this Mothman museum. And this is always kind of what Jacob does, which is like, hey, this is something cool. Let's see if we can go do this. Yeah. And so, as I recall, Jacob, I found a podcast that was about Mothman and the origins of, and we played it while we drove to the museum. And this was all kind of impromptu. It was like, oh, I guess Jacob's going to call the shots today. And we went along.
Go to the museum.
Jacob says we're going to the museum. We're going to the damn museum.
Hey, hold on. Just a little insight. We're working on a different project. We're driving from Pittsburgh to Georgia. And
I remember.
West Virginia was somewhere we were going to be near there. And Jacob, you had never been to the Mothman Museum.
Yeah.
So we decided to detour to Point Pleasant.
It was going to be a detour, but it wasn't like too crazy of a detour. And I remember there was almost a time where we were like, I think at one point, Craig, you were like, no, we don't have time. And I was like, what the fuck? We're going. We're here. We're here. Let's go. And then we ended up going.
It was great.
And it was the best part of that weekend. It was literally the best part of the entire weekend. So
I don't know, man. We had a pretty good Mexican restaurant in Pittsburgh.
See, I don't remember that at all. Did we?
It wasn't very good.
Oh.
It wasn't good. Oh man.
Yeah. So it was definitely a part of our like natural conversation and friendship dynamic. And yeah, so thanks for the detour, Jacob.
Yeah. I mean, we've all generally have an interest in cryptids and paranormal, obviously, with our Ghostbusters background, aliens, UFO, the Dharma Initiative, X-Files, anything that's a little bit creepy or weird or a little bit left of center, we have an interest in. And I remember we did a YHS episode, and I don't recall if this was before or after the Mothman Museum trip, but we did like a deep dive on cryptids, and it was like a lot of fun. One of our better episodes, I think. So anyways, yeah, we had kind of no pun intended, Abby, toyed around with doing some different action figure lines, figuring out if it was like we could do a Kickstarter. And then like there was one thing that I kind of thought would be kind of a cool idea. I still think it is. So maybe that's 10 years from now we go down that road. But I think, I don't know if we were in the car together or whatever, but I remember bringing it up because people keep asking and have been asking for years for Mythic Legions. Are you going to do a Bigfoot? Are you going to do a Mothman? They did a Jersey Devil. And I remember being like, man, like the cryptid community is an underserved community. They are desperate for figures of these like legendary characters. And I told you, Jack, I was like, what if we did a line of cryptids? And not knowing what the style was going to be, is this going to be like hyper articulated modern Mythic Legions types figures? Is this going to be retro 5P? we just went, oh, it would be cool to do cryptids. And I remember, Jacob, your first thought was, well, surely that's been done.
Yeah, because you would think it would be. And I mean, there are cryptid toys out there.
Sure, of course.
But nothing really like, not like a line of like a world of cryptids hasn't really been done. And then I think also early on when we were first talking about, because we had a couple, I think we were like spitballing a couple ideas, and cryptids just kind of kept coming back up. And I remember one of the things that I was always like kind of adamant about was I was like, well, if we're going to make toys, I want them to be, I would want them to be like Kenner style or like retro looking or something like that. And I think that's where the idea came from, where we were just like, well, then it should be like Ninja Turtles or be like, it should be that kind of a world. And, like we just started, like all of our brains just started firing and ideas were popping up. And
yeah, absolutely. As I'm like listening to us recount this now, I want to like chronicle it and write it down, because it was a cool trip that we had.
I thought it was like I thought it was like 3 months ago, and then Craig was like, "This was 2 years ago." I'm like, what?
No, and like the thing is, we had a reason to have Kenner style stuff in our minds on that trip. Like together.
Well, I think like once we were like, well, surely this has been done, and we realized, well, it kind of really hasn't. Then it's like the anxiety of going, well, if we're gonna do this, we need to. You start feeling like, well, someone's gonna do it. Like I start seeing Mothman stuff all over. Richard Gere's in my house for some reason. Like just like you start noticing Bigfoot. Like now I'm like more in tune. Not that I wasn't before. I've always loved Bigfoot. I mean, maybe even longer than that. Like we've been percolating on this idea for a while. So started kind of like tinkering with what designs would look like. We've been sharing a lot of that stuff. If you're not following the Instagram page at Cryptoids Toys, Jacob, we've got your concepts on there. We've got some of the digital sculpts. We've got prototypes. Like we've been trying to really chronicle this every step of the way. And I think that the promise I want to make to everybody who is going to come out to support this, which launches tomorrow at 11 a.m., is that we want to be as open and transparent as possible. Good, bad, and ugly. If we are going to be shipping ahead of time, you're going to know about it. If we hit a major delay at the factory and it's out of our control, you're going to know about it. I think transparency is, as we launch this new venture and this new business, it's so important because you guys are putting your hard-earned money into it. We're putting our hard-earned money into it and literally investing hundreds upon hundreds of hours of our time just to get to the starting line. But I'm very excited. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of us. Abby, what does it feel like to be on the eve of this launch?
The precipice. I feel.
Whoa! Don't spoil that we're doing a precipice figure.
Precipice. Oh, dude, you should see the accessories.
That's what Isn't that what the thing is hanging from Mothman's mouth?
It's a precipice.
That's a precipice. Precipice.
Good.
It's not like that at all, Peter's breath.
It's nothing like that, Peter's breath.
That's it.
Okay.
E.T. There we go.
Elliot. Okay, I love how she laughs. Steve Wallace laughs when he says that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I feel awesome and excited. I felt like nervous for the first time in a long time going into this stream. I was like, ooh, I feel like I have something invested, and I feel like it's been something we've been building towards. So I really appreciate all of y'all who are watching and who are sharing our stuff and liking it. It means so much.
You guys are so funny. I love our community. One thing I'm really excited about too is like adding to this community. Like we've got this great following with YHS and Toy Anxiety. We've been building this out for 10 years, but we're going to grow that, and new people are going to come into the fold. And listen, some people we can thank by name, some people we can't, but the amount of people who have helped us with this, toy industry or otherwise, is unbelievable. You guys know who you are. Thank you very much. It's very appreciated. So I thought what we'd do is just go through the offerings for tomorrow and talk through the characters, the bundles and everything that's going to be available. We just crossed 2,000 followers on the launch page.
Is that good?
They say it's good.
Wow.
I think it's pretty good.
Blake from Toy Collector Magazine, who I think's in the chat, he says it's good.
2007.
2007. Great year. Was it?
I don't know. Wasn't it? Not for me.
2008 was great.
I don't remember.
2007 was a tough one for me, honestly.
Oops. So let's start here on the actual Kickstarter page. We're gonna figure this out, guys. No worry. There it is. So cryptoidstoys.com takes you to the page. This will be the same page on launch tomorrow. I promise you, you guys are going to know about it tomorrow. Anything short of us showing up at your house and reminding you, don't count anything out as a possibility. But we're going to launch at 11 a.m. Eastern. This page, if you're familiar with Kickstarter, then you kind of know how this works. But one thing I've learned is a lot of people aren't familiar with Kickstarter. So I think this is like a good opportunity to kind of inform and educate. But essentially, we are going to go into production of this line if we can fund at the minimum of $150,000. Now, that is a lot of money. It's about the standard for an action figure project. And the reason it's so much money is because, and we're going to, over in the coming weeks, we're going to do more streams and we'll get into like the actual production of how to make toys, because we're learning as we go as well. And I think it's like a fun thing to share with you guys. But every mold you make, so think about every individual piece of every figure has to be made in these steel molds. And it's just extremely expensive. The manufacturing all happens in China or Vietnam. It does not happen here in America. And it is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars just to do one figure. And of course we're ambitious, so we're like, let's do 10 figures. But we think we have this locked in at a place that we can get this done. This is not a sales pitch, this is the truth. The more we fund in the first 48 hours, the better of a chance Cryptoids has to be to becoming a reality.
It's not like, well, you have to, it's different than like Mondo, right? Like,
sure.
I pre-ordered a Mondo figure today on the last day before its pre-order window closes.
Right.
Mondo's setup is a little different than ours. The model is different. The IP and it's all established. This kind of thing, it's better to do it up front. It is like it is better for us. And if you like truly want to help it get funded, doing it on day one is literally the best thing you can do. They don't take your money until don't take your money until when, Craig?
The money is not taken from your pledge until the campaign closes. So 38 days.
Right.
And also there's a built-in interest-free payment plan now on Kickstarter. So anything over $125, you can split into 3 payments.
Wow.
Which is great. Because I know that stuff helps me a lot when I want to buy a hot toy or a big Mondo.
We're all on a budget, yeah.
So there'll be options for you. Shipping happens later. We are going to be shipping worldwide, but we will not be calculating or requesting payment for shipping until we are about to ship, which, to be really honest with you, at a minimum is going to be a year. It's going to be April of next year with no delays. Mm-hmm. If you've ever been frustrated as a toy collector with pre-orders and things taking a long time, I promise you, it takes a minimum of a year to make a toy. It just does. There's factories, multiple molds, prototyping, engineering. It is a completely fascinating and overwhelming process. But yeah, so we'll be shipping next year. And if you want to back this, even just one figure, even just one item, we hope you do the all-in bundle. But even if you just want one thing, do it at the beginning. Do it on day one. It helps us for a lot of reasons. One, the faster we fund, the more things we can unlock, the more we can add to the bundles, the more surprises. Mm-hmm. Number two, it tells Kickstarter that this is a project that is getting some traction and we can fall into their algorithm and we can spread the word and really blow this thing up and maybe make like history. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. So it's all very exciting, a little nerve-wracking, but the support so far has been incredible. Kickstarter has already chosen us in their projects we love category. which it's just like a stamp of approval, because the big thing is like all the people in here, a lot of you, I know you're going to back it and we love that. But the trick for this to make it work is we have to have people finding us who have no idea who we are right now. They need to find us tomorrow and go, what is this? And then they tell two friends, and then they tell two friends, and so on and so on. You guys know I do quotes. Abby, anything to add to any of that?
No, it's just like spreading the gospel, but like way cooler, because this is a line of really awesome toys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that would be awesome if you can share this. Those of you who are in the chat, that would be awesome if you can put it on your socials. And let's blow this thing up tomorrow. That's my plan. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah, 100%. It doesn't matter when it funds. Much like a HasLab, it will not charge you until the campaign closes. We're doing a 38-day campaign, so if you do, it's like end of April, sometime mid-April, March 10th, like April 20th, something along those lines. We'll have the exact date. We'll tell you guys.
Scott Hall, the Gospel of Mothman. Yes.
Hey, the amount of people today I've seen said that they're going all in is insane. I'm so excited.
I love it.
And honestly, we're going to talk about it. Going all in, you're going to be saving a good amount of money, and you're going to be helping this campaign in a big way. So this morning we revealed a packaging mock-up for the first time for this line, and again, just something I'm super excited about. Packaging's a big deal in this world of collectors, and the whole thing with this, Jacob, is like our approach to this line from the beginning, and is to how do we have an aesthetic and an output that serves the modern collector and also the vintage and retro collector. And I think we're like hitting onto something subconsciously that people are really like gravitating towards, because the reactions have been very strong.
Yeah, I think like the main thing is that like through this whole thing, kind of the main thing we've all kept in mind is like, well, how would we want it to look? Like, what is our favorite thing about toys or packaging or whatever? So, we kind of wanted it to look like that retro, like it could be in KB Toys, but also it's like the newer version of that where maybe, it's collector friendly packaging. And I don't know. I like this, the shape and it's
that's a nice package. Yeah. That's what I said today in my story. It looks
nice package.
Yes. Janet Jackson. Nice package. All right. Beautiful. That's all I can say. I'm going to stop talking.
Well, here's the thing. No, I mean, we're wearing our influences on our sleeves. So even right from the beginning, when people saw the logo, by the way, shout out to the very talented Dan Schoening, comic book artist, did the Ghostbusters comics for years, who designed our logo. When people were like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Captain Planet, like on purpose. Like, these are influences that are like in our blood.
One of the things that I've liked about it is like, there's a couple. So like each figure, when I designed them, I had a little, like a little page where I put kind of the things I was referencing, whether it was like a creature from a movie or another toy or something. And, but since we've been posting stuff, I have seen people who've left comments on like the logos, anything, any of the different cryptids. And they'll say like, oh, I love that you referenced this. And I'm like, hey, I have no idea what that is. I've seen a lot of people like seeing references that we didn't put in it, but they're kind of picking their own references out of it. And then I've even seen some where like, if I see somebody say, oh, cool, this looks like you've referenced this, and I'll go look up the thing and I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like, it does kind of look like this is something we referenced. So like whether it's on accident or not, I like seeing that.
Jacob, that reminds me of like music, like how songs are open to interpretation. So when a band puts a song out and like people come up and are like, that's about this. And you're like, I didn't know that, but
is it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Same thing.
Or like when people are like, I felt like you wrote that about me in my life.
That's
that's how people are feeling about Mothman. I mean, honestly, like we looked at lots of different vintage packaging. I know we looked at, in humanoids and skeleton warriors, and we're just trying to like, we're not trying to ape anything, we're just trying to like get inspiration. And one of the cool things is we are going to do like a collector friendly packaging. So imagine this is going to be like a thick stock card with a removable plastic clamshell, so you're not going to have to tear anything off. It'll sit there nicely, and if you want to just display it as is, you can. If you want to take it out of the package and save the package, you can. If you want to open it all up and throw it all away, you could do that too. We're just trying to make sure we're servicing the different types of collectors. Now this is temporary.
We're servicing all the collectors.
We actually are.
Service industry, y'all. Born and bred.
This, first of all, we had a very strong reaction. People really loved this card art. So it is going to evolve, right? The art will probably be different. The lettering will probably be different. Although, like, I was stoked today that people are so into it. So, like, it's only going to get better, right? This was a fairly quick design, and we'll continue to tinker with it, and we'll probably let people in, and maybe we'll do some voting and like get backers involved the whole way.
Build the community out.
So, well, let's go. You know what? We're going to answer questions as we go, and we're about to start looking at all these tiers. But I thought this was a good one. How is this, from Justin? How has this experience changed your perspective on what Hasbro or Mattel does when they do their toys?
I mean, I can jump in. When I was walking through the toy aisle today at Target, I was like paying closer attention to things. Probably in a way that I haven't before. So I would say that the way that I've changed is my perspective. I respect everyone that's working on a toy line, and I understand that it's a difficult thing, and there's a lot of factors and variables that are hard to control. But when you're passionate about toys, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of hard too, because like Hasbro and Mattel, these are the biggest toy companies in the world, and they've been around for 50 years or whatever. So I don't know how, like, I feel like what they're doing is at such a massive scale. But I will say this, like, when I think about some of the mid-tier companies like a NECA or a Super 7 or Mondo, when I say mid-tier, I just mean by the sheer volume, or really it's given me a lot of like empathy for anybody who's ever started an indie toy company. I mean, the fact that Mythic Legions has grown to being, doing $1 million Kickstarters, like, it's crazy. Like, so my biggest eye opener is just the amount of, like, we joked about this last week, but like, we thought we were going to launch this a year ago. We were like, we were 1% of the way there a year ago. Going into tomorrow, we're like 40% of the way there. So it's like,
it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to prepare.
Anything on that, Jacob?
No, it's just like knowing how much work there is the main thing.
So we're going to launch tomorrow. With the initial offering is going to be really cool. So we're going to go through the figures, how much they are, what they come with, and I want everyone to like be on the same page and understanding all this. So we're going to go through this fairly quickly. It'll all be on the site tomorrow. But first of all, you are going to be able to get single figures if you want. A lot of people have been asking that. So anything that's available tomorrow in our initial wave is going to be available as a single figure, or you can kind of like do add-ons and create your own kind of bundle if you want. So we've got the standard Mothman release with his totem weapon. This was the first figure that we revealed. Even though Bigfoot in this world, and by the way, in future episodes, we're going to talk about the lore and all of that. Jacob, even though Bigfoot's the leader, Mothman was the debut, and he seems like the guy that everybody's just gravitating towards.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Mothman is probably one of the most, if not the most popular cryptid, and it was kind of the first one we designed, and we were just really excited with it. It was the first thing we got sculpted, and it was just ready to go, and I think we all just kind of fell in love with the look of it. So yeah, there was you got to like start with I mean, I think all of our figures are really great, but it's like you got to start and end with, I think, the two best, and I think we did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree. And I think it's cool that in the lore of the cryptoids, Mothman's the one that kind of brings everyone together. And he was our first figure to go out. And he's the man behind the man, like the Mothman that's getting actually like supporting. And it's really cool. I love
He's gonna
this.
show up at everyone's houses tonight.
Yeah.
Leaving it's like Santa Claus, like Tooth
Yeah.
Fairy. Yeah, I mean, made a huge impact. The design's really great. Jacob, you killed it. Tristan, our sculptor, killed it. We do have a variant here. The Shadow Mothman, his kind of in the shadows looks. And I think that, we were kind of cognizant of like, we know every Kickstarter launches and they do a figure and then there's like a repaint and then a glow in the dark and this. And then like, by the way, I get why they do that. There will be variants of these figures because the molds are just so unbelievably expensive.
Yeah.
You have to get reuse out of them. But Mothman, his traditional look is more of a black with red eyes, and we wanted to have that as part of the offering just to appeal to more collectors who might want a more traditional looking Mothman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So,
and when we visited the Mothman Museum, I just wanted to add there's a lot of really cool versions and iterations of Mothman.
Yeah.
So just, who knows?
But Jacob, would you say like this is like if there's a Mothman sighting, it's happening at night, this is what you're seeing?
Yeah. You're seeing a bird, but this is
do not break kayfabe on this one.
It's not a crane.
Yeah,
So
I mean, he's black with red eyes. I think that's kind of the main thing. So this was an easy. This was also, whenever we posted that first one, you get so many people are like, "Is there going to be a black variant?" And we're like, "Calm down." Yes,
my favorite is like, "That's not what Mothman really looks like." Hey, I like this. Here we go.
Yeah,
these are super cool.
Thank you.
Mothman definitely real, by the way.
He is.
I like that. Thank you.
Hell yeah, I agree.
So moving on, we've got the Noble Bigfoot, which is one we revealed a couple weeks ago. You cannot do a line of cryptids without Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Jacob, tell us about your design of Bigfoot here.
I can tell you my two of my main like inspirations when I was doing this were Amy from Congo. I just really wanted Bigfoot to have that kind of the look that Amy has. Like she just looks very
right?
And Swamp Thing. I looked at my Swamp Thing figures a lot and kind of I was just very inspired by those. But we wanted to give him something different, so he's not just like a plain Bigfoot walking around. So
it went through different iterations.
Yeah, he went through all of these, but Bigfoot went through a lot. He looked very different at first, and especially his armor was very different for a while. We had like multiple weird versions of weapons and armor for him. But yeah, we got to this point where we all really liked it. I also remember, Craig, do you remember there was one point where like we weren't sure if we wanted the mushrooms and like I think you didn't like the mushrooms, but then now when I look at it, I'm like, wait, well the mushrooms are really awesome now.
Yeah.
And it's like, things kind of sit with you and
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm a child at heart who just wants chicken tenders and fries. I'm like, ooh, mushrooms, gross.
Yeah,
nobody wants that. No. It's they look amazing, and yeah, it's when you see something in its design phase, you got to trust the process and it can be hard to see something and it doesn't quite match your original vision, but then it evolves and yeah. Abby, talk about Bigfoot's squirrel friend.
Oh, absolutely. Ratatosker. That is that's all based in like real mythology and lore. And when we were reading about this character, and Craig, you were the one who brought Ratatosker to me. You were like, hey, this is something. I remember I was in the back room and you're like, there's this squirrel. Need you to look him up.
I need you to become painfully familiar with this squirrel.
I need you. Well, I fell in love immediately. I was like, hold on, a tree of life is involved. That's amazing. We can incorporate that into Bigfoot's story. And the fact that I've always loved like the little creature that's helping the bigger creature, like the little bird that rides with the crocodile that like cleans his teeth out, and like there was a whole book about it that I read as a kid. So I've long been obsessed with that idea of like the little mouse that could make friends with a lion. So I like the idea of Ratatoskr being friends with Bigfoot, and they seem to make a good pair. And I'm just excited to see where all it goes. And I like that other people like the squirrel.
Well, we originally we were thinking about having each cryptid come with another cryptid, a cryptid companion. And those we're still doing those, but they're their own thing. But when we figured out that like maybe they should be their own thing and not come with the cryptids, I still wanted Bigfoot to have a squirrel. Like the squirrel was there in the designs from very early. And similarly with the Yeti, I always wanted him to have like a hawk or an eagle. Yeah. And maybe he'll get one down the road. But the squirrel, there was like a moment in time where we thought the squirrel wasn't doable. But I'm so glad we kept the squirrel. And then finding out that there's like a cryptid squirrel was just, like icing on the cake. So
yeah.
Listen, Brandon Whitmore's a great guy. And he's giving us a $10 super chat. But you could have got yourself an enamel pin or something tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Come on, that's just his original design. Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon.
Very much appreciated. By the way, a couple shout outs. Tony Taylor is in the chat. Tony Taylor has been an incredibly important part of this journey. He has been doing all of our 3D printing to be able to kind of hold these prototypes in hand and really kind of. And we'll show off prototypes in more detail in the coming days and weeks. Was that?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying Tony is incredibly talented and we've known him for a long time and his work. If you need any 3D printed prototypes, get on the phone with Tony Taylor.
Yeah. I just wanted to address this. I've seen a couple comments in the chat saying like, oh, you guys should, I hope you guys do a Loch Ness Monster, or Frankie, you're saying, I hope you do a Chupacabra. I just want to say like, we have a Chupacabra designed. Like we have one ready to go. That all depends on if this funds. Like if this funds and it does well and it keeps going, then 100%. We're going to do. Like we've thought about it all. We have a huge list. We have a series 2 ready to go. And like, we're not going to spoil everything, but like,
no.
But everything you're thinking of, some of it's already ready. Like some of it's designed. Some of it is like we just have to get there.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that too with this comment from Z-Man at the party with, I'm also hoping at some point for the Jersey Devil, because NJ represent, which I just want to say that I used to live in New Jersey and I think the Jersey Devil's awesome. And stay tuned.
We're also going to do Uncle Dino's mom. She's a cryptid. We already got it designed.
We are going to do the Jersey Devil, but it's going to look like David Putty from Seinfeld with a devil. Yes, Bat Boy's a cryptid, according to that's what Tony Taylor. Hey, real quick, somebody Scott Baker, maybe? Will you guys be doing a backer kit after the Kickstarter campaign? Yeah, there will be extended time after the campaign to continue to pledge, and there might be additional bundles and offerings based on what is unlocked. That stuff's very much still in motion, so stay tuned. Okay, let's see what else. Will we have merch at Toylanta? Yeah, we're gonna have something. I don't know. We'll definitely have like stickers and maybe some other fun stuff.
No toys though.
We won't. We'll have toys on display. We'll have prototypes on display. But yeah. But yeah, if you guys want shirts and stuff, let us know. Maybe we can figure something out. Watching from the Pine Barrens right now. Funny you should bring that up. I just watched the Sopranos episode Pine Barrens classic last night, and be careful out there if it's snowing. All right, let's keep going here. Still a good amount to get to. The Tibetan Yeti, getting reuse out of the Bigfoot body, but a completely different design here with this bone armor and the soft goods, Tibetan draped I don't even know what you would call it, skirt and
loincloth,
and the ice weapons, you got the shield, you got the sword. Love this design. This was the second figure we revealed, and the reaction was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this figure. I think he's dead sexy. Big fan of the Yeti.
I know you are. You've been writing some interesting fan fiction about
fanfic. Yeah, you like that? I'm excited to continue that story. I'll say that.
Yeti smut.
Yeah, I was wondering why there was like a Rule 34 Tibetan Yeti cryptoids page already.
Yeah, I'm just a little photographer, brother Angle.
Help
me.
By the way, articulation. These figures do feature more articulation than I think we were even originally intending. It's just the way the engineering has shaped out. 28 to 30 points of articulation, very poseable, very much in line with what you would expect in standard modern collectible figures. Obviously, there are other lines that go way deeper than that. And that's just not what we're doing. It doesn't mean that down the road we might not have like, a super deluxe articulated figure. I mean, all bets are on the table, essentially. Like, we are doing hyper articulated figures. We've got our Squonk and our Jackalope, which are more like, little 2-inch slug figures. We're going to have a lot of variety. We want you guys to build out a world, and that's what we're trying to do. I wanted to give one more shout out to, where did he go? Because this is, thank you, Von Berg Studios. Been talking to him. He's got a Kickstarter launching, I think on March 17th for Ash and Oath. Very cool. 1/12, skeleton type figures, 100% backing day one. I want all these projects to succeed. Very, very cool. Yes. Should we have a fanfic tier? That would be great.
Absolutely. I will take charge. Jess can illustrate.
Yes. No women figures, but I will say this.
It is International Women's. Well, yesterday.
Well, it was.
It's Women's Month.
It's Women's Month.
They can have.
And I'm on the team. They're coming.
They're coming.
Yeah, there are women characters coming. Didn't work out for the first series, but it is happening.
Absolutely.
So Yeti, love it. Love his helmet. It just changes the entire look of the figure with the helmet on. Jacob, what kind of animals are these bones made of?
It's a bear skull. I had to look it up because I wanted to make sure it was animals that like exist in those regions, and it's I forget exactly what kind of bear, but it's like a bear skull with like some sort of elk like creatures horns kind of like lashed on. I have it written down in my
in your notebook
on my design notes because I wanted to make sure they were real animals. But yeah,
I hope that in the coming years I can walk into like Spirit Halloween and buy one of these to wear. That's my goal.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
Couple things here. Let's see. What's the blue triangle thingy? That is a shield.
It's a shield.
It is a shield. Yep. I also want to address AJ Quick says, can we get a vegan Bigfoot? Hey AJ, all the cryptoids are vegan. They are of the earth. They protect the earth. They protect the earth's creatures. They would not eat them.
They would destroy and kill a bear and wear them.
But you know that's what happened. Don't rewrite the lore.
He's crafty. You don't know what that Tibetan Yeti can craft.
Die in
that's
other
so
ways.
Natural causes. Dude, it's gonna be awkward when they walk in on Mothman eating a fucking hamburger. That's gonna be a whole episode of the TV show.
Now listen, like some of your this kind of actually raises a question because like some of our within our world, and it like kind of doesn't matter when it's just the toys, but like there are tiers of cryptids like Squonk, and the ones that we're doing is like
definitely has
companions.
Oh yeah,
the ones that are like companions, like the jackalopes, the Squonks. These are gonna be like the cryptids that are like maybe they don't talk, maybe they're just a little more animalistic, but like your Mothman, your Yeti, your Bigfoot, they're like full beings with speech and all that kind of stuff.
Is that a joke?
I don't know if it's a joke or serious. I love it more than
Either
anything.
way, I like it.
Wait, because they don't eat the animals. We're woke. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Let's move past
Okay,
that.
cool. These are definitely not the toys for you.
Hey,
then.
that's the first time on the Cryptoids cast that Jacob ever said, "Let's move past that." This is
Hell
great.
yeah.
This is just
Hell
like the
yeah.
other show. Ooh, are the bones removable from the chest plate? No, they are not.
No,
They're
it's
not
one
there.
piece. Yeah.
But that would be cool. I love bones and skeletons and stuff. It's all fucking cool.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. The
Mhm.
Roswell Alien Gray. This is an army builder figure. These are the mysterious, creatures from the Roswell incident. They are from another time and place, another galaxy, perhaps, but we're not going to say anything else other than they're mischievous. They're little assholes, I think. From what I've been, from my research.
I don't know anything about these guys.
You shouldn't speak so soon.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. These are really cool. They come with 2 weapons. It comes with a probe and a kind of a retro style laser gun. I love these guys. Is that a probe? Roswell Grays are what pulled me into this line. That's the thing. Like, this is one thing that I really love about this line, and this is kind of an impassioned thing. Everything's on the table for us, whether it's, cryptids, aliens, paranormal, conspiracy. We're dabbling and picking all the stuff that we really like to build out this world. It's very exciting. It's like the most excited I've ever been about anything since I don't know. I get excited about a lot of things, but this is like, I'm very excited about this. So we've got these Roswell Alien Grays. They'll be available at the start, $35, articulated. They're like 3 3/4. We've put up photos. They scale, like they kind of come up like a little past the Yeti's knee, and they're just awesome. Like I could just imagine these guys showing up on a ship, and we've got a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, little army builders.
Toymanoids. These look accurate to what I see at night. I love that. Anything else on these guys?
No,
they've been fun. I'm excited to learn more about them.
Love the unique face sculpt. So glad it's not traditional. Yeah, I mean, it's like we got to put our spin on everything. It's got to be, this is the Cryptoids version of this. We don't want these to feel like every museum or gift shop in the world has, something. We don't want it to be that, right? We want it to be something very, I don't know, unique. Miss Ripples, play sets and vehicles for these toys would be endless. This is what I think about at night.
Yeah.
Hey, huge shout out, 125 people watching. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
We are going to have an army builder pack of aliens. This is the first bundle we're going to talk about. You can get 4 for $120, which is $20 off of your, if you were to buy them individually at $35 a piece. So 4 of them. So you get 2 weapons with each one. You can build out this world and you might say, well, how many are there total? There's as many as you want.
As many as you want.
No limit.
So very excited.
You can buy them and put them with your South Park figures.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these are fun mix and matchers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People are asking, what is the price of the figures after Kickstarter? Definitely going to be more, and that is a big if, right? There's so many variables to know. So Brutal Realm, thank you very much. Went out to lunch with Brutal Realm last week. Not the whole company, but one of the people.
The whole company and the toys.
James. He brought the prototypes. Dude, that's going to lunch and playing with prototypes, that's like the most fun I've ever had.
A business lunch, but you get to play with toys. That's cool.
That's amazing. I was gonna say Tony Taylor says Dan Aykroyd would love this line, and we're hoping he does.
We're hoping he's a part of it one day.
Yeah, we're hoping that
we got some plans for that. Somebody asked if we're gonna do human figures. Very much on that. We already have one human figure designed.
Yeah, we have one. We have one human figure 100% designed and ready to go.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Jake? Anything else?
No, I was actually gonna touch on that, but you you did it.
Okay. Cool. All right, so we've got some bundles here that are going to be available right at the top. Again, this is where you can save some money. Heroes and Aliens pack. So this is where you get your core 4 heroes, the good guys: Mothman, Shadow Mothman, Yeti, and Bigfoot, and 2 of the aliens. for $240. By the way, a lot of people have been asking shipping, and I maybe said this earlier. That all gets calculated at a later time. We are doing international shipping, but that'll be after. You don't have to worry about paying for the shipping during the campaign. It'll be closer to when we actually start shipping. Okay, so that is available. It's the exact four figures we already talked about, plus the 2 aliens. And then if you wanted it without the aliens, we're offering that at a $20 savings as well. So you get the core 4 for $180. So this would be $200 without the bundle. So the ability to save a little bit there. Now, let's talk about the big one here. There's going to be a lot of questions about this. So let's just take a deep breath. This is where you want to be. Okay, let's get the sales pitch going. If I'm backing this, this is where I am all day long. This is the Series 1 complete bundle. This will be available for purchase right at the start. It is $399. It includes the core 4 figures as well as the Roswell Gray alien. But this also includes all of our pre-announced potential unlocks. So in a couple minutes, I'm going to go through all the unlocks in the stretch goals and tell you what we need to hit to unlock them. This is your ability to get everything in one fell swoop at the best possible deal. Now, the caveat is for these all to be included, the unlocks have to be unlocked. I have a good feeling it's going to happen. I'm feeling very confident about this campaign. In the event you were to go for the $399 package and something were to not get unlocked, maybe we don't get to unlock the final Reptoid or something like that, you would not lose any money. You would get a credit for the value of that figure towards something else. You can get more aliens and other Mothman, something along that line. So you might ask, what is the benefit of doing this at the beginning? 1 second, everybody. The benefit is multifaceted. One, it's your best possible ability to get a hold of everything with savings. Save $70 off the final price. It's 11 figures plus a signed poster from artist Matt Frank, which he did our promo art, 11x17 poster. And if we get a bunch of people to back this early, that's going to drive us towards funding. It's going to be good for everybody. That's my pitch.
Yeah.
I think we got to get there.
Yeah.
I want all these figures.
You have to not let I know how it is when you're, I've done plenty of, I've bought on plenty of Kickstarters, and having the mindset of, well, I'm not going to commit to this because these figures haven't unlocked yet. You have to let that go. You have to, because that is how it doesn't get unlocked.
Right.
If you get rid of that thought and just say, oh, I'm going to do this, there's going to be credits if a figure doesn't get unlocked. But the more people who just do this right off the bat, the quicker everything's going to unlock. So yeah, just do it.
And you can always change your pledge. We don't want you to do that, but you can modify your pledge as you go. There is no commitment to pay anything until the thing is over. So if we have a lot of people, if we have a couple hundred people that decide on day one to go all in, we're going to be driving towards unlocking everything very quickly. So I don't want to be bombastic, but imagine that you were given the opportunity to be on the ground floor of Masters of the Universe or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is not a one-off thing. Our plan is to go do this full time and build out a universe. You're asking about comic books and cartoons and all that. We want to do all of it. So instead of taking out a traditional giant business loan and being in debt, we're asking you guys to support this. So it's very, very exciting though. So this is the all-in bundle. Now
it's 11 figures and a print.
It's great. I think it's a good value.
Yeah.
Anybody, we announced this the other day, anybody who gets any of the bundles that come with Bigfoot. Okay. So if you get the core 4 bundle or the alien and core 4 bundle or the full in bundle in the first 48 hours of this campaign, you are going to get a free set of glowing Bigfoot armor. This is not to replace the other armor. This is in addition to. This is an added value as a thank you for us for supporting early. So it's not a full Bigfoot figure, but it's a full armor set, glowing club, armor, squirrel, helmet, and it looks awesome. I mean, who doesn't want glow in the dark?
Yeah, this is absolutely a stunning thing. I saw someone in the chat earlier talking about how they would love to see this armor glow in the dark. So it is kind of fun to reveal it in the stream that we already have that. We thought of it. I love walking into the toy room and seeing what it looks like after I shut the lights off and seeing all the glow in the dark stuff shine. That's like one of my favorite things as a fan of like lighting and yeah. So I think it's fantastic that we are now offering something that has glow in the dark armor, and we are now Armor Glow Elite. You can be.
I mean, glow in the dark is just a part of the toys we love. It just is.
Yeah.
I like Miss Ripple too. God, please save the Cartoon Network. They have no good shows anymore. That's what we're trying to do here.
We're trying.
Yeah, we're trying.
Thank you, Kyle. Very appreciative of that comment.
Yeah, dude, thank you.
Yeah, it's just awesome. Okay, let's keep going here because we're running a little long and I want to get through everything. So let's talk about the stretch goals. So we 150,000 to fund. If we hit 160, which I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it on day
probably
one.
Immediately. Yeah.
Ooh. I like that confidence. If we unlock,
I'm sleeping all day tomorrow.
At 160,000, we are going to unlock the glow in the dark version of the Roswell Aliens. Same figure, glows in the dark. Everybody needs that. And if we unlock it, there will also be an option to get an army builder set of those as well, which I believe is right there. So if you wanted to get, I mean, how good is, that's going to look so good on a shelf. I'm so mad that we're doing this. I wish somebody else was so I could just buy it and not have to worry about it, but it's us. Hey, we're just doing it because nobody else would. So that's our 160K unlock. At 200,000, we're going to unlock the two companions. First up is Squonk. Abby, you have fallen in love with Squonk.
Yeah, I have deep empathy for Squonk. I relate to Squonk. Squonk is a worrisome creature who's just like full of self-loathing, which I don't even care how that sounds. Like, I've got a body image disorder. I can say that. I relate to Squonk because I feel like the Squonk does too. And there's like a level of him seeking partnership and friendship from the other cryptids, the Cryptoids, and that is eventually going to be what he needs emotionally.
Yeah.
And I know it's like a weird level to go to with toys, but I like to think about that stuff. And I loved reading about the Squonk. I love the fact that the Squonk's like, oh, don't look at me. So I really related to him, and I love him.
Yeah. Now, both Squonk and Jackalope are going to unlock at 200,000. And what we're calling these are our Cryptoid companions. They are, imagine like a real Ghostbusters figure comes with like a little ghost. Think of them like this. These are not articulated figures. These are 2.5-inch-ish figures that help us build out the world. Jacob, it helps us pick some maybe more obscure cryptids and do them in scale with the other figures.
Yeah, we just want to be able to do as many cryptids as possible. And I don't think every cryptid really lends itself to being like a fully fleshed out, like, creature that's a part of the story, but I still want them there. So
right.
Yeah, we just thought like companion. I mean, clearly it's the real Ghostbusters reference. Like we wanted companion critters.
Yeah.
So or wait, critters? Cryptoids.
Jacob, I keep telling you, I know you want to bring critters into the Cryptoids line, but hey, maybe we can actually.
Maybe
I don't
we
know.
could. Yeah, they can do anything else with it.
So we've got Jackalope and Squonk. These both unlock at $200,000. They're $25 a piece. They're very cool. They're going to be nice detail painted figures, and they're going to look great. And hopefully tomorrow these are unlocked and we have nothing to worry about. Yeah. Okay. So people have been asking about the bad guys. This is a big discussion amongst the Cryptoids fans out there that are starting. So Jacob,
yeah.
Before we talk about this guy, can you set the stage of who the Reptoids are and why they are the villains in the story we're building.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Reptoids, they hail from the center of the Earth. They live in the Earth's core, and they're tired of that. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to break out. They're shapeshifters. They are infiltrating the government, and they are trying to put forth laws that will promote pollution and global warming, so they can make the Earth, a little more for them. They want to live on the Earth. So
they have an
in order
agenda
to do that, yeah, they need to, and that is what wakes up the Cryptoids, and that's what causes the Cryptoids to kind of band together and fight the Reptoid scum.
Yeah. So this is a classic battle of good versus evil. We have plans to really tell this story through the toy line of the history of the Reptoids and the Cryptoids. But at the end of the day, these are the lizard people. They are infiltrating governments. They are infiltrating corporations. And these reptilian-brained assholes have an agenda, like Jacob just said. Now, Abby, the Reptoid drones is who we're starting with. Now, Jacob, they do have a leader, but we're not ready to reveal the big bad yet.
Not yet, but they are following orders.
Yes,
absolutely.
So, Abby, tell us about the Reptoid drones. We've got multiple color options. The standard green drone unlocks at 250,000.
Yeah, I mean, I've always related the Reptoid drone to like dumb, like, I don't know, like crust punk or like meathead guys that would be at a show that you just want to fucking elbow or like windmill kick. That's how I think of them. So when like the way that they translate into the world of the Cryptoids is that they're brainless like automatons that just follow orders. And that's not what the Cryptoids are. Reptoids, you can army build them because they're dumb, and the more you have of them, like the more of a force they are to be dealt with.
Sorry, I was laughing at some comments.
Me too. They're like our Goombas, basically.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Goombas.
They're dumb. They're dumb, and like when there's just one of them, it's like who cares? But they swarm when there's a lot of them. They're dangerous. They got those teeth. They got those weapons.
And so. Yeah, they're like our putties, our foot soldiers. These are the army building bad guys, and you got to start somewhere. They come with these bone weapons, and each one has an alternate head too. So if you buy two, you can have two different figures. And Jacob, they're cannibals too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're cannibals. They eat their own. You know, like if a Reptoid falls in battle, the other ones like don't think twice, and they just eat them. And then they use the bones from the dead Reptoids to build their weapons with. So that's what you're seeing here.
Also, dead Reptoids. Talk about a punk band. That is going to be
dead Reptoids,
dude. They're playing tonight in the center of the Earth. They are the dead Reptoids.
Yes,
they're like wild stallions. We just haven't learned to play our instruments yet.
Oh, they don't know how to play guitar. No.
So the blue Reptoid variant with really cool color scheme here. This one unlocks at 300,000, and then I guess I don't have a solo picture of the white Reptoid, but at 350K, the white albino Reptoid also will be released, and then we're gonna have a combo pack too, where you can buy all three.
Cool.
So if you were to buy two of these combo packs, you could have 6 different figures with the alternate heads, and just imagine how good that will look with all those weapons. Just ready to go to that dead Reptoid show and have a great time. I cannot wait to see Bigfoot rip these guys in half. I'm so excited.
Same.
So that is the primary offering. That is everything that we have planned so far. Now, have the Reptoids been redacted? No, we should have a Reptoid just named Redacted. And he's got like a Hawaiian shirt on.
Yeah.
He's just like at a cocktail, and he's just like, what? I have fun on the weekends. What do you want? Okay.
We got Reptoids here. Nobody cares.
Now, guys, I'll be honest. We've gotten a great response to this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We do not know how high this is going to go. We don't know. We just don't know. But we do have contingency plans.
No.
We have contingency plans for continued unlocks. Oh my God.
Oh my fucking God.
There's some good stuff happening in the chat. This is very, very funny. I love how funny everybody
I
is.
love our community. Yay.
So we don't know how high this is going to go, but we do have plans for continued unlocks. Now, I will say this. If we get to the secret unlocks, we're going to have another all-in tier that includes those, but we cannot include more in the $3.99 tier just because we're maximizing it's like a break-even tier for us, to be honest. Yeah. But oh, here he is. There's the albino guy. Sorry about that. So this is what we're doing here. Mm-hmm. This is ambitious. Guys, if we crash and burn, you have every right to make fun of me, but the reaction's been good. I feel like we're going to do it. So this outlines all of our unlocks on the left. These are the ones that have been announced. The ones on the left are the ones that will be included in the all-in $3.99 package. We have up to 5 secret unlocks that we're prepared to add to this campaign if shit starts hitting the fan. Some of these are figures. In a good way. Yeah. Some of these are figures. Some of these are new world building opportunities, extra heads, extra weapons. I mean, honestly, there's a couple things in there that are shocking.
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, at least 2 of them are completely new figures, like not repaints, nothing like that. There's new stuff in here.
$800,000 is the talking pug for Men in Black. Yeah, we're gonna put all of our money to getting the Men in Black license and Sony.
To make a dog.
So I will say this: like, if we're trending towards any of these, we will announce them ahead of time.
Yeah.
To drive people towards it, right? But what we don't want to do is announce a bunch of stuff that we might have to save for down the road or might not get to, and then people are disappointed. So I don't think Repstein is going to make it into this one, Michael, but
I keep laughing.
But maybe, you never know. Yeah. If you guys, hey, if this campaign makes $1 million, sure, we'll do it. So we'll have this on the page. You'll be able to see this, and it'll be fun as we unlock stuff. These will turn green, and we'll have a secret unlock, that fake dead Bigfoot that guy had a couple of years ago.
The one in the refrigerator, the one in the freezer. It comes with the freezer.
Frozen Bigfoot.
Yep.
It's just a Bigfoot like this.
That's great. Now, in addition to all this, we are going to have exclusive add-ons that are not available to just back, but if you get anything, you can add these on if you're familiar with Kickstarter. So you are going to be able to get the signed poster if you want. It'll be $25. You can add it to any of your orders. So you could kind of build out your own bundles. Like if you want like one Mothman, a Yeti, and a poster, you can go build that bundle. If you want both the Mothman and something else, you can do that. So there's going to be a lot of options. Okay, so we got the signed Cryptoids poster, incredible artwork from IDW comic artist Matt Frank, 11x17 print. It'll be limited to how many we sell. So if we only do 20 of them, it's a limited edition print of 20, and we're not making any more. Yes, charges at the end of the campaign. Correct, Michael. More add-ons. Now, this is the high roller deal, okay? We understand this isn't for everybody, but if this is you, we're going to do it for you. An exclusive limited edition to 5 set of the 3 heroes in prototype stage from the factory. Colors will vary. If we're going to try to make those like fun, retro, crazy colors. Listen, if you're a prototype collector, a high-end collector, or just really want to support this line, this is an option for you. I think it's fun. I think it's exciting. I'm not going to be able to buy them, but I hope somebody does. I'm going to get my own. Well, because they're limited to 5. I don't want to take up somebody's space.
We can't cannibalize our own product. Yeah,
we're not the.
You don't smoke your stash.
Okay. Hey, I like this. Seekers of the Lost. He started off the chat saying I can't support it because I'm getting married this month, and by the end of the thing, I guess I don't have to have a wedding next month.
Dude, wedding's off.
Oh yeah.
Mothman will do that to you.
yeah, if you guys want to do some split skis, work out some deals, let's go for it.
Yeah, we're open to
Here. Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, no, these will not be 3D printed. These will be test shots from
Test
the
shot.
actual mold. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna make these specifically for this little program. So definitely not 3D printed, the real deal. Yeah, they are really cool.
AJ's like,
these prototypes might be the yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, these are actually really cool.
Well, but also to be clear, they won't be colored like this. We don't. They'll be randomized. They'll just be weird colors. We don't know how they're going to come out until they come out. So
exactly.
but if you like this, we'll make a note of that.
There you go. Okay. Next up, we are going to do a small run of custom hand-painted Mothman figures. Again, this is for the, we do a lot of work in the vinyl collecting community, the Safubi community. If you are somebody who wants like a more one-off limited edition type of figure, we're going to offer a hand-painted one. You pick the colors. It'll come signed and numbered on the bottom of its feet with a certificate of authenticity. Just again, we're trying to do something different, like something exciting and fun. We know it's a lot of money. But Jacob, anything else on that?
No, it just it'll be fun. I'm excited to see what this one ends up looking like.
Well, I mean, you're gonna paint them, so
yeah,
make it a really tough.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna paint these.
Well, I like this brutal realm test shots or whatever plastic the factory has lying around. Ours were chrome. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Chrome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Next up, we are going to do a limited edition trading card of the art. $10. It's going to come in a one-touch case, and it's going to be hand numbered based on how many we sell. So, something added value. Little pieces of merch we like to do. Next up, we're going to have a Squonk enamel pin designed by Jess of the YHS world. Jacob, I feel like you maybe pressured her to deliver this for the campaign.
I did not. I said she mentioned she would like to do it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So she did it, and it's perfect.
So this is going to be a $10 add-on if you want an enamel Squonk pin. We also have a limited edition logo pin designed by our guys at oh God, his name's Rise. What's his? I'll get his Instagram name. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but he's a great guy. He's done a lot of work for us. He's done all of our pins, and this is a really cool gold and green Cryptoids logo enamel pin on a nice backer card featuring the card art. Again, no pogs, but fuck, we'll do them. Abby, what kind of slammers we need?
Oh, dude, some like jelly ones that smell like grapes. That smell like Mothman.
Yeah,
wings.
Mothman smells like grapes.
He definitely does. Like wildberry.
So
so that's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right. Before we talk about Club Cryptoids, anything else on this, guys?
No, let's do it.
All right. We are offering a very high-end tier.
All right. This is a crazy one.
This is the crazy one, but there's some crazy people out there. All right.
Y'all sit down.
This is Club Cryptoids. It's $3,500. This is what you get. You're going to enter the lore. You're going to name a future character. You're going to sit in on a creative meeting. You're going to get a dedicated thank you on all Series 1 packaging. You're going to get a complete set of Cryptoids Series 1 and the eventual Series 2. You're going to get the prototype set we talked about earlier. You're going to get a one-of-one custom painted figure of your choice. You're going to get an aluminum Club Cryptoids membership card, and the only people getting those are us and who's ever in Club Cryptoids.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do future invites to Camp Cryptoids. We're going to do a real Bigfoot expedition up in the Pacific Northwest. And you're going to get an exclusive 2-day visit with us and our creative team for Camp Cryptoids. And
there will be t-shirts.
There will be t-shirts. This is limited to only 2 people. The reason we offer something like this really is for everybody. Like, obviously this is a lot of money. Majority of people cannot shell out this kind of money, but this helps everybody by giving somebody some really cool exclusive access, and also helps us fund even quicker.
Yeah.
Jacob, anything on this?
Yeah, we cannot guarantee that if you come on the Camp Cryptoids trip that we're actually going to see a Bigfoot, but we'll look for one.
We can guarantee you'll see an authentic YHS argument, though.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. What can you wait? What if we just get Hal? We bring Hal and we put him in a Bigfoot costume and we're like, whoa, guys, it's Bigfoot. It's just Hal.
Now, guys, here's the thing. There's payment plans. So you can split this into 3. We're only offering this to 2 people.
Yeah.
This is a special. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. This is I don't even know if anyone's going to do this. It's a special thing. But hey, those aluminum cards are getting made. So,
no matter what.
There it is.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And yeah, then we had that packaging reveal earlier. So it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody feeling? This went longer than I was expecting, but this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel energized. Yeah.
You guys excited? I feel like the crew here is excited in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would love to get a sense of what you guys are feeling as far as backing. So let's do a little this is what we call a pulse survey. Just put in the chat what you think you might back tomorrow morning. Okay? No pressure. If you don't,
do you think we're cute? Say yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Just say yes.
There you go.
We think you're cute.
So yeah, if you want to go all in, if you want to get one figure, just let us know, because I want to kind of get a sense of what tomorrow could look like. And I'll be honest, I've never been this excited. We've never worked harder on a project. And Video Power Gaming, I'm in for all the figures and 20 Reptoids. I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be great. Guys, what we can promise you is that we've got major plans. We're already mapping out Series 2. And we're going to be at Toylanta this year. We're going to have a nice display there. We're going to have prototypes on display. We're going to be having some fun. And we're going to be at PowerCon in September. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm excited. Abby, what else? Anything else tonight?
Just that the comments are heartening, and I appreciate everyone in the chat tonight. It means a lot to see that we've got over 130 people hanging out with us by the end of this thing. And I'm very happy to be a part of this, is all I can say. I feel like I'm cresting to the top of the roller coaster drop, and I am so excited for the ride.
Yeah, so Toy Anxiety will be tomorrow night here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you come back. Flash. Now that Craig's a businessman, he's going to do lines of coke. 0. These guys are fun. We have such a funny crowd.
Yeah, I know.
Doing a bunch of podcasts. I think I'm doing Mad Hatter Friday morning. We'll do Geek Dad Life and more. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Cryptoids. And we just appreciate everybody's support. Jacob, I will give you the actual final.
Oh boy, it's just been like pretty crazy working on this for years, and like kind of going from just like conversations with you two in a car, just thinking like, oh, what would this would be cool if we ever did something like this, to now it's like very real, and it's taken over my life, and I would like it to take over the rest of my life. So it's really nice to hear everybody say what they're going to get, and I hope we're gonna do this together. Yeah.
Daco's collecting. I'll get the $3.99 bottle if you let me be a guest on the show. You're in.
Done, dude.
Sure thing.
We should do an episode where we have everybody who gets the $3.99 bundle. We just do one giant episode.
But they all just get 1 minute. They come on and we're like, all right, cool. See you 60 seconds. We go to the next person.
Yeah.
Done.
Let's do it.
Yeah, maybe we'll cross our funding goal during the stream. Listen, guys, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint, but the first 48 hours are very important. So 11 a.m. tomorrow, you will get emails. You might get a text message. We are going to... Yeah, I did a...
Personally text?
Not personally, but we did some marketing text today.
Okay.
And we're so excited. We're thankful. We're grateful. Shout out to all the people in the toy industry. I cannot name a lot of you, but you know who you are. Shout out to Tony Taylor. Shout out to Tristan, our sculptor. Shout out to all 3 of you. I mean, us, whatever this is. Me and the 2 of you. Obviously, Ryan Dole, our partner in crime on Toy Anxiety. and just everybody who's helped get us here, everybody who's mentored me on this fucking journey. James from Brutal Realm, Jason from Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. It's been awesome. I don't have anything else. So we'll see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern on Kickstarter. You're going to be there in the AM. Shanice, if I could think of a reason to not show up. Uncle Buck. All right. Bye, everybody. We're going to play some music. See you next time.
Bye.
We'll do more of these.
Love you.
There we go. Here's music. Oh, yeah. Happy Cryptoids Eve.
Oh,
Leave out some vegan cookies for Mothman.